Hello, everyone. My name is Evan Jacobs, and on the eve, or actually not on the eve, or on the eve of the performance, Canelo Alvarez. Um, and you can see the simulation that we did here on Boxing Time TV. Welcome to another edition of that. He has just scored an 11th round knockout over Caleb Plant. I'm doing the Tommy Fury, or the Jake Paul Tommy Fury bout. There was other bouts I was going to do, but you know what, folks? I'm tired. And I just want to get a bout in, keep, providing, keep doing this podcast, or attempting to do this podcast every week. So anyway, then I'm not going to make much sense right now, but I'll talk about the upcoming fights I plan to do. For some reason, the computers made Tommy Fury a 6-5 favorite. Jake Paul is 24. Fury's 22. Jake Paul is 6'1". Fury's 6 feet tall. This bout's being fought at a catch weight of 192, which I guess would be Bridger weight now. I don't know. I'll look that up. 76 reach for Paul. Tommy Fury. I wasn't able to find his reach. You know what? I'm gonna attempt to find that because I want to try to make this as accurate as possible. All right, and then all right. Okay, so we'll go to this. 80-inch reach. 4 fights, 0 losses for Jake Paul. 7 fights, 0 losses for Tommy Fury. This is an 8-round bout. Schedule 3-minute rounds, 8-round bout, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule. Let's just get right to it because I'm not making much sense right now. I'm kind of thrown off. And they're out right now, and Paul kind of coming in. And what I think is no one's really taking into account. I mean, provided that these are on the up and up. I was just reading that that apparently in the Tyrone Woodley bout, and I think there was another bout that there was like a no knockout clause or something for Jake Paul, which that they weren't allowed to knock him out. So I mean, maybe they could beat him by decision, but I guess it was a no knockout. I mean, who knows? Who knows if that is true? But if I don't know. I think him fighting Tommy Fury, I mean, he comes from the Fury family. He's a legit boxer, 7-0, 4 knockouts. I mean, they're pretty evenly matched. This is actually, the kind of fight that if it wasn't big names, we would probably be going like, if you're following the sport and this fight were to be on an undercard of some bigger card, you'd be like, wow, it's good that these undefeated guys are fighting each other. But because it's Jake Paul, but because it's Tommy Fury, we have different ideas. Coming up, I plan to do Artur Beterbiev versus Marcus Brown. I plan to do Josh Taylor versus Jake Catterall. Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora. Naoya Inoue has a fight, so I might put that in there. Devin Haney versus Diaz. Actually, that's going to be first. So I need to redo my order here. So yeah, Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz is going to be first. I'm going to do that next week. That's the plan. Yeah, I need to look up. Hold on one sec. All right. So I need to look up when that Devin Haney bout is. Going to go to Facts and Info, which is Google. Okay. And right now, Paul's seeming to do pretty well. Fury, I mean, I don't know that there's anything that Tommy Fury's done that's been any more amazing than what Jake Paul's done. Jake Paul counter-punching. And this bout's happening December 4th. So I better do it soon just because it's already the 6th. Tonight's daylight savings. Got to keep remembering that, which is kind of nice. Get to stay up a little bit more time in our lives. Folks, I'm telling you, I'm tired. I need to start getting minimum of 7 hours of sleep. I've just been working a lot on other things for my micro-budget movies that I make. And I love it. So, I wouldn't do it if I didn't love it. But wow, it takes its time. Plus, I do a lot of writing and whatnot. Came up with an idea for an action movie that I need to continue to flesh out. So yeah, Tommy Fury getting that round. Okay, apparently the computer sees something that I didn't. 2 judges giving it to Tommy Fury, 1 judge giving it to Jake Paul, 1 judge having it even. So 7 more rounds left in this bout, and Fury kind of timing Jake Paul. I just watched the Vinny Pazienza, Greg Haugen, the second bout in which Haugen went in after losing a hometown decision, or what he feels is a hometown decision, to Vinny Pazienza. And wow, he went in and put on a clinic. And I mean, he was a really tough, good fighter. And, he said it. He said that he was taught right, and it just kind of worked out for him that way. And what was I going to look up? There was something I was going to look up related to Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. I forget. Darn it! I hate when that happens. Isn't that the worst? Oh, look at that! Tommy Fury landing a hard right against and Jake Paul punching him back. So, folks, I mean, Jake Paul isn't out of this bout. It's just, I just think Tommy Fury, he comes from a boxing family, 7-0. I mean, short of, if it's not on the up and up, it could be a problem. But I could see Tommy Fury beating him, honestly. Sorry. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for following. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm tired, folks. I apologize. I need to start doing these during the day when I just have a bit more energy. But you don't come to hear me talk. You know it's going to be sloppy. You know I'm going to be bad. You come for the fights. And we oftentimes have really good fights on here. And the reason I chose to do this fight is because I was tired. It's scheduled for 8 rounds. Should be fairly interesting. Oh, Jake Paul, wow, 10-8, 10-9, 10-9, all for Tommy Fury. Wow, he is really pulling ahead. Question is, can Jake Paul pull out of this? Oh, and he comes out with a left hand. He's trying, and a right. He's trying to. Wow, these guys are landing, folks. These guys are throwing some heavy leather. We have 6 more rounds left. And right now, Jake Paul is in a hole that Tommy Fury, using his boxing acumen, has put him in. Oh, hard leather being landed in this third round, folks. Tommy Fury may be not happy with some of the comments that Jake Paul's been making. I just listened to this poem that Jake Paul said, and it's just like, okay, I know you're trying to promote the fight, but come on. Kind of sounded like a horse's ass. But maybe that's what needs to be done. I mean, honestly, anyone knows the difference between what this is, although it's a bit more legitimate now. You throw when you get Tommy Fury in it, but everyone knows the difference between this and the real deal. Oh, these guys are trading, folks. Well, and they're going for it. Wow. Wow, what a bout. What? Oh, and Paul has a bruised rib. So not only is he behind, he's hurt. Gut check tonight. Can Jake Paul pull this out? Losing, pretty much lost, almost every round. We're going into the fourth round, the halfway point. If I'm Tommy Fury, I tap the body, apply more pressure, and really try to find out what Jake Paul is made of. Tommy Fury, like I said, look, now he's putting on the pressure. He's going to the body. He's landing. He's got Jake Paul against the ropes. Tommy Fury's got to be careful, though. He doesn't want to walk into something. Doesn't want to accidentally get caught or clipped. And these guys are landing, folks. They're saying Paul's obviously tired and has a bruised rib. Fury's breathing heavy. All right, 10-8, 10-8, 10-10. So Paul is behind by 12 points. He's going to have to pull something out here against Tommy Fury. Jake Paul's been the distance. He's been the 6-round distance. I believe Tommy Fury's never been 8 rounds. He's thrown a lot of punches. Could he tire out? Certainly something that could happen. The question is, will it? Most likely not. And Fury basically just controlling him with that left hand. I'm sorry that I'm not talking more. It's just, you can kind of see it. Fury's just sort of coming on. Kind of just the way that things are going in this fight. Once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you've seen, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links with your family and friends. Let people, just, all of it. I just want this to be available, want to make it available, I just want to do more of these. I enjoy doing them, and right now, and catches Jake Paul. Jake Paul's got a good chin, and Tommy Fury's got to be careful. If I'm Jake Paul, I try to figure out the counterpunching. I try to figure out the long game in this fight because he's behind on points. He's fighting a real boxer in there, and the real boxer is making him look like an amateur. So it's the question is, what can Jake Paul do to pull this out? Very tired and has a bruised rib. Fury's breathing heavy. 10-9, 10-9. All for Tommy Fury. 6, 7, and 8 coming up. And Jake Paul wobbled in that last round. Tommy Fury coming forward, taking some shots. And is Jake Paul going to be able to pull this out? Or are we witnessing sort of the fun run of him being a fighter be over? Because it hasn't really been close. Can't really merit a rematch. I mean, I'm sure you could. I'm sure that you can always do that. But should there be one? Oh, uppercut catches Jake Paul. I'm telling you, he's taken Fury's best shots. He's shown toughness. He's shown grit. Oh, and he lands an uppercut there. And I mean, Paul hits hard. And he's fighting against the ropes, and Fury could get complacent and get caught and walk into something. So far, I don't know that that's going to happen. It doesn't seem like it's going to happen as we are in the final rounds of this fight. Oh. And wobbled again is Jake Paul by Tommy Fury, who's timing him now, going to the body. Oh, body shot. Oh, and Fury's wobbled. He's taking some heavy shots here as Tommy Fury's unloading. But you know what? You got to give Logan Paul credit. He's taking all the shots. Ooh, so 10-8, 10-9, even 10, 10-10. All four. Well, two of the judges' scorecards for Tommy Fury's. He's up by 18 points. Jake Paul is taking a shellacking in this fight so far. One wonders how much more he can take. One wonders if he will see the final bell of this bout. Oh. Look at that. Once again, folks, you are watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you're watching, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links with your family and friends. Oh, another body shot by Tommy Fury. Oh, look at that. Oh, Jake Paul landing. That's the thing, is he's still landing, folks. He's still in this fight. Power, his size, keeps him in this fight. And, yeah. Oh, look at that. Tommy Fury continuing to land on Jake Paul. Doesn't seem to be phased. But you never know. Fury could be tired. And all it could take is Jake Paul landing the right shot at the right time to turn the tide of this bout. All right, and Tommy Fury beating up on Jake Paul. Fury's very tired and has a bruised rib. I'm sorry, Paul's very tired and has a bruised rib. Fury's breathing heavy. 10-9, 10-8, 10-8, all for Tommy Fury, who's now up by 23 points as we head into the 8th and final round. And Jake Paul coming in with a left hand. He's been able to land. He is losing badly. He has almost been dropped. He's been wobbled. He's been beaten up. We know that his rib is hurt. I give him credit for lasting as long as he's lasted. Oh! Tommy Fury wobbles Jake Paul badly. Paul now backing up. Tommy Fury better be careful. Oh. All right, as we're moving into the final seconds of this bout, I'm going to sort of play us out with what I usually say. Oh! And look at that. Look at that. Tommy Fury dropping Jake Paul to end this bout. Paul's about to get up, trying to get up. Oh, and he gets up. He will see the end, folks, unless Tommy Fury can just bash him again. Jake Paul, give him all the credit in the world. He's taking a shellacking. But once again, folks, before we get to the decision, which is all academic now, we know that Tommy Fury won the bout. Thank you so much for tuning in to Boxing Time TV. If you like what you've seen, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please share these links with your family and friends. And our motto here is, why wait? Watch it now, then watch the real thing when it airs and compares. And the winner is Fury by 29 points. Wow, big lead. So the winner's Tommy Fury by decision. The fight lasted 8 rounds. Paul was knocked down 1 time and has a bruised rib. Fury was not knocked down. Thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next time.